son of A&T. So yeah, I'm sentimental with my possessions. Damn,
it makes a lot of sense.
Hell
There's
yeah.
a rumor. Did you ever scuffle with Puff before, or is that just all rumor? Did
no,
you
that actually happened. I had a
explain that.
Nah, you know what? I damn near wish I could because it's such an ill story.
Right.
You know what I mean? But matter of fact, we did a podcast, me and Eve, like a year and a half ago, where we kind of ran through like the first part of my career up until Forest Hills Drive.
Right.
And we had a bonus episode that was the whole episode was just about that night.
Okay.
And that altercation, right?
Right.
And we was gonna put it out because at that time, you know what I mean? Like me and Puff, like we hadn't had no problem for years. Even after that, like it was cleaned up quick and we was in a good spot.
Right.
But you know, Puff was on the song that I had on off season, and like, so we was gonna put it out thinking like, yo, it's cool. Like enough time has passed, he ain't gonna feel no way, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
And then all the shit happened with him.
Right.
And I was just like, nah, it felt like damn near like kicking a man when he's down. Like, you know what I mean? It was like it would have gave the news in the world more ammo.
I got what you're saying.
Just destroy this dude.
Yeah, it wasn't a good time to put it out. It
wasn't a good time. So similarly, right now, it's like I want to tell it because it's ill, but I'm like, nah.
But it did happen.
Oh, no, it happened. Yeah.
Okay, got you. We talked. You mentioned a couple names earlier, and
but let me say this.
Absolutely,
it did happen, but the stories be wrong.
Okay,
the narratives around it be wrong.
Right, the remixes is crazy.
The remixes is.
If this is what everybody been complaining about, talk about J. Cole was defending Diddy, we're in that whole situation that he defended that nigga. He said he didn't want to kick a nigga white down. Also was like, if he was to do that right there, niggas was like, oh, J. Cole doing that to get clout off. Who gives a fuck? Me, I'm one of them niggas that believe that Diddy was a piece of shit to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always believed that he was a piece of shit. So somebody proving that he was a piece of shit to me doesn't change my perception of who that nigga was. You get what I'm saying? So if you already believe that this motherfucker's a piece of shit and somebody else show you proof of him being a piece of shit, what is that going to do? Make you double down more? Like, he always, like, in your eyes, he always been a piece of shit, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't matter, for real. So if Cole on some shit like, I didn't want to contribute to that shit regardless of what's going on, how can you hate on that? Oh man, if I had that information, because he didn't, somebody said that he didn't give a fuck about kicking Cassie while she was down. What the fuck that got to do with J. Cole? Come on now. If that's something that he didn't want to do, how can you get mad at that? This is the shit I was talking about, the whole apology shit. If he wanted to apologize, how can you get mad at that, nigga? Why are y'all so angry about what this man is doing? Y'all gotta stop that shit. That's fucking weird, bro. That's fucking weird. I think Diddy is a piece of shit. Do I care to see, like, people talk about how much of a piece of shit Diddy is? No, I don't, because I already feel like he a piece of shit. Why do I need to sit in that shit in it? And it don't make sense. Whatever. I'm not going. Let's get back into it.
It's crazy, like how shit be happening.
Right.
But the remixes is crazy.
Right. Because, you know, people will say it happened, didn't happen. I tell niggas all that, like, when it come to history, not just rap, I'm like, by the time we leave, if somebody get punched in the face in this room, by the time you get to Valet, it's 7 different stories of how they got punched in the face. He got punched in the face and his tooth fell out. Now his nose came off. Like, the remixes of stories just be crazy. So no story that's out there has been right, what you're saying. So so people know.
Even Punch from TDE, shout out to Punch, that's my man. But he gave a rendition where I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, you got a lot of it right. But you wasn't really right there.
Right.
So even what you saying, you either missing details or misrepresented some details. I know the story, and he was right there. But I know the full front to back. You know, I'm sitting in the driver's seat, and you know, it's a memorable night for me. So it's like I'm recalling that shit verbatim. But even somebody that was there that's giving it, it's like, nah, that's not the full. All
right. So look.
So
my only thing on that is, if you're gonna say all this shit, then you gonna have to go ahead and tell that story, partner. Like, all that shit is cool. All that shit is cool and what you talking about. But if you saying that and you call it like if you saying that Punch story, you know what I'm saying, was let's say 75% accurate or whatnot, you're going to have to fill in the blank then. You're going to have to tell the full story. You can't call out another man's story or calling out somebody else recalling of the situation without giving the actual facts. Then if that's the case, bro, then yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. I'm going to have to disagree with Cole on that shit. Like regardless of how he's looking at that one, you can't call niggas out, talk about they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't actually, you know what I'm saying, in the driver's seat or in the front seat with it and shit, but not actually tell the story from the front seat.